Hey folks, I'm Captain Erik F. Morales. I am currently a captain here in Key West, Florida. Fishing is my life. I want to be on your show. And you know what I do every day? I fish. I fish every single day. Some of my top advantages above the rest of your whatever you want to call them on your show is that I do this for a living. I do this to support my family, to support my daughter, all right? I spearfish, I lobster fish. I've done commercial fishing up north in the Northeast, to Long Island, Rhode Island, Cape Cod, Cutty Hunk, commercial tautog fishing, commercial cod fishing, dragging for porgies and whiting. You name it, I've done it. Commercial clamming, whatever you want to know. There's a couple of questions that I can't answer right now because I forgot what you wanted me to answer that are on my email that you sent me. So go ahead and shoot some questions at me. I might have an answer for you.
How long have you fished for?
I have been fishing for literally all my life, but let me get technical with this and say I've been fishing for about 27 years. I'm 30 years old now, so yeah, I've been fishing for quite a while here. Started with my dad when I was a little guy, since I was able to stand up on my own and hold my own rod and reel.
What's your earliest fishing memory?
My earliest fishing memory, I was about 4 or 5 years old, on the boat at the beach with my parents, and I was bored because they were sleeping, and I said, you know what, let me grab a rod, drop a bait in, let's see what's going on. So I dropped a bait in and I hooked onto a bonnet head shark, which is it looks like a little baby hammerhead shark. And I got him all the way up to the boat, and then I woke up my parents and screamed, shark, 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 and they woke up, said, oh no, go back to, no, you're kidding around. I said, no, I'm not, look, a shark. And there it was, little shark. We got him in the boat, boarded him, and kept him and showed him off to the rest of the family and friends and neighbors, and I was the talk of the town all day. This little guy. What else do you have for me?
Why are you the top hooker?
Why am I the top hooker? Because I am versatile. I can handle any challenge you throw at me. I don't care what it is. I can do anything. You name it, I'll do it. Spear fishing, lobster trapping, digging for clams, digging for steamers, jigging, fly fishing, ice fishing, river fishing, lake fishing, whatever challenge. I don't care what it is. You throw it at me, I dare you to throw it at me. I will handle it. I will handle it. You got it.
What skills do you have that will give you an advantage in the challenges we will present you with?
What skills do I have? Let's see. I pretty much said it all in that last sentence in a paragraph, whatever you want to call it there, but you know what? Skills I have, all comes with time. A lifetime at sea handles anything and any challenge that is thrown upon me. I'm good with my hands. I have a level head. I have a smart little noggin here, so whatever you got, whatever challenge you have at me, I can handle it. I can tie just about any knot. I can catch just about any fish. I can jig. I understand upwellings and currents. I coincide with the lunar currents and tides here. I mean, that's a tough question to answer because I don't know. I just don't know. I'll handle it though. I know I will.
Do you have any awards?
The awards I have are unfortunately all presented to me in cash, so yeah, those are long gone, but I do have a boat and a fancy new truck and a BMW to prove for it. So those are my awards.
What about your shark tournament?
Oh, my shark tournament. I was about 24 years old on the bottom line too. We went out and got us a 356-pound thresher shark, which I landed with a nice little swimming mackerel that I sewed up my own little bait, sent it down 300 feet over an undisclosed wreck. That is top secret. And yeah, we came in and won first place with that puppy. $15,000 in my pocket.
List the places you fished and with what equipment.
Let me start off with the most furthest place I fished was Norway. That's where my mother currently lives, and I go to Norway quite frequently. And I've fished plenty of rivers, lakes, streams, and fjords in there. And when I'm fishing the rivers, I fish with a Shimano baitcaster. And whatever rod I have at my disposal. I like to fish with light line when I'm trying to get that trophy fish and try to get like in the books or anything like that. But when I'm just trying to pull in meat, I'll pull in the meat with you know, maybe 50-pound to 80-pound braided line. I like to use fluorocarbon circle hooks when I'm fishing the bottom in the fjords. I like circle hooks because when you're fishing over 300 feet with monofilament, you had a lot of stretch in the line, so you really can't feel the bite. So when you throw the circle hooks on there, you can just pretty much let the hook set itself. And when the hook sets itself, you just feel a slight little tug. All you have to do is start reeling. You don't have to worry about setting the hook and popping that hook through his jaw.
Tell us about wanting to tackle the fishing challenges. Possible challenges would involve spearfishing and lobster trapping.
Oh my God. Well, spearfishing and lobster trapping is pretty much my life down here in Key West. Any day I have off, I am out on my boat spearfishing every day. All I can do is run straight south, go right out to the reef. I'll dive down. I could free dive about 30 feet to 50 feet, depending on how good my lungs are feeling on that particular day. And I will grab my trusty rife. I'll load my bands up, which I'm not going to do here because it's pretty much not safe to do that out of the water. I load this up, put my gear on, dive down. These are my flippers, my Cressy long fins, my Garrett subs, and yeah, I dive down, do the damn thing, shoot me whatever I see. Nice little grouper, little button snapper, hogfish, whatever I see, I'm gonna get it.
What about your lobster trap in the back?
And my lobster trapping. Jeez, how can I forget? This lobster trap looks a little too professional for me to tell you that I built it myself. But yes, I built it myself out of 1x2s, a 50-pound bag of cement, and some line. Little leather straps here to hold the door up. What I do is hang some baits from the top here, hang them on down. Presenting here with my basket. This is the funnel. Lobsters climb in. This is bought. This is not homemade. You hang your baits from these struts right here. Cement up and right here so it sinks to the bottom. Once you hang your baits, close it up. Lock the doors. I set up a little bridle right here so it'll come straight up and into the boat. Drop it down. Come back a day later. Hopefully there'll be some bugs in it. Now bugs are what we call lobsters because they look like cockroaches, so we call them bugs. But those are our lobsters.
Tell us about the biggest fish or your most prized fish that you've caught.
Let's see, biggest fish would be a 680-pound bluefin tuna that we caught out of Cape Cod Bay on the Gina Ann. And yeah, that was an awesome fish. And
how'd you catch it?
We caught it on, what did we catch that on? We caught it on a live whiting, which was sent down about 60 feet. And the tackle we used was a 130 Tiagra spooled with 100-pound monofilament on, what we used, it was a star rod. It was a star rod, it was a bent butt star rod with roller guides. We sent it down, we had some nice readings, we sent out, we started chunking, we chunked some baits, we sent down a live bait, we got them up, and it was a prize fish. And now, that was a nice fish, but some of my prize fish was a 250-pound blue marlin that I just recently caught here on a Captain Hook. We were trolling ballyhoo with a couple of chugger heads behind him, and we just started doing the damn thing. We're trolling around. I went around some weed lines, and I just, you know, looking at my bottom topography on my GPS, and I said, hey, look, this is a good little drop-off right here. We have, you know, drops are from 680 to 750 feet. It's a nice little cliff right there. So I started working that edge, and I turned around and kept working that edge, dragging the baits all along that edge. And that creates an upwelling when you have a west current coming up like this. The tide and the current brings up all that water up on the edge and brings up all the sediment from the bottom and nutrients and all those little small fish that hang out on that cliff. So what that brings is smaller bait fish, and when them smaller bait fish are built up in that conglomeration right there on that cliff and that upwelling that we call, there's usually bigger fish up there to follow. And obviously my predictions were correct, and I landed us a 250-pound blue marlin. And about a couple weeks after that, I went trolling out to the wall, which is about 1,500 feet of water here, and we caught us a nice little 200-pound mako shark. And what else you got for me?
Tell us why you're perfect for the show and why we should pick you.
You should pick me because I know that people have a hard time competing with me. I'm very competitive. Just super competitive. I want this more than anybody. I've been fishing all my life. Seriously, like, it's a tough question to answer because I know deep inside that I will be the top hooker, and there's just I can't describe it in words. It's just something I know deep inside because I'm so versatile, and I'll handle the situations that you throw at me. Anything you throw at me, I will handle. That's all I can really say for right now. It's tough to describe in words, but I will handle it.